Hi, howdy ho, welcome to the 4th episode of the Mario Marathon. Today we're looking at the original Mario Bros. For the arcade. It was on NES, they ported it to everything because they did that with every fucking thing. Let's dive in. Oh. One day off in the early 80s, Shigeru Miyamoto and a fellow designer at Nintendo and creator of the Game & Watch, Gunpei Yokoi, were shitballing around at the office. They discussed how bad Mario's fall damage was in Donkey Kong. I mean, it was shit. I made a whole meme about it, and it was pretty bad. They both agreed how shitty it was, and then they went about their day. Until they decided to make a game about Mario's ability to jump well. From this, they gave Mario his signature ability to jump super high, and around this, they birthed Mario Bros., which was released in arcades in 1983.
Something's coming up the plumbing for Luigi's in a bind. Giant turtles out to get him, creepy crabs are right behind. Fireflies, cheaper shites, they're all coming out the pipes.
Mario, where are you? It's Atari Mario Brothers with Mario from Donkey Kong, his brother Luigi, and lots of crazy creatures. And it's twice the fun when two play at once, because you need all the help you can get. Mario, where are you? Mario Brothers, new from Atari.
This game introduced Mario's slightly younger twin brother, Luigi. I like Luigi a lot, he's a cool character. He's basically just put in all the same situations as Mario, but he's far more cowardly, and a lot of the time dorky and just a straight up weirdo. The Mario and Luigi games give him little red and white striped socks, and I don't know why, but I like them a lot. I always include them when I draw them. Mario and Luigi are plumbers living in Brooklyn. During one job, they get sucked down in the sewers via a warp pipe, which becomes a bit of a mainstay in the series. Basically, it's just a giant pipe, most of the time it's green, that you can go down and you find your way to other pipes somewhere else. Anywhere else. Anywhere else. So the pipe takes them out of the sewers, right? Where they have to clear all kinds of critters out of. These include shell creepers, the two-hit-taking sidesteppers, the hopping fighter flies, and freezies that freeze ya. For some reason they used to be called slip ice, but they're called freezy now, so I'm gonna call them freezy. There's also some fireballs that come out if you take too long, like hurry the fuck up, we're on schedule, man. You beat these fellows up by hitting the ground underneath them. You can also hit this POW block, but between each set of rounds it only has 3 uses. After each set of rounds there's a bonus game where you nab some coins, just give you extra points, because 1983! By the way, just looking at this game, you could tell that Miyamoto played a lot of Joust when it first came out, because similarities are a little copyright bad. You can also play the entire game 2 players at once, which was pretty cool for the time. That's literally all I could say. The game is endless, and you just wipe out baddies. Fucking Mozart plays at the start for some reason. It's tons of fun, especially with a friend, but it doesn't make me blow a sexual gasket or anything. One problem I have with the multiplayer is that once one player gets a game over, it's single player now. No chance of getting them back. They're just gone. But yeah, that's about it. There's of course a Game & Watch version. This one has you playing as both Mario and Luigi at the same time, passing little pies back and forth. It's very, very chaotic, very stressful, and tons of fun. I like it. This game was ported to the Atari 2600, the NES. You can play it as a sub-game in Super Mario Bros. 3. It's in all 4 Super Mario Advance games, and Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, plus the e-reader version. It's a part of Nintendo Switch Online, as well as the Virtual Console for Wii, 3DS, and Wii U. There's an Arcade Archives version. There's Luigi Bros., which is like a sub-game in Super Mario 3D World. I don't know the details. There's Mario Bros. Special, which was released in various Hudson computers. Then there's Punchball Mario Bros., which is the same game on all the NEC computers, except it's like dodgeball. It's weird. And that concludes this episode of the Mario Marathon. Next time is Donkey Kong 3. Not exactly a high point, but at least we'll get it out of the way. Because that's what all this is about. Getting shit out of the way so we can move on to the big boys like pinball. The future isn't bright. Alright, before I go, I want to give some quick shout-outs. First of all is Josh McTipster. He's a good high school friend of mine, and I did all the art, the branding for his channel, and I do a voice in one of his upcoming, or possibly already out videos. Makes some great stuff, very inspired by Monkey Jones and Filthy Frank, and both of those channels are kind of skadoodle right now, so it's a worthy substitute if you ask me. Next up is Ross Redman. He's a really close friend of mine, and in the Donkey Kong Jr. video, he made the image of Jr. nailed to the cross. Finally is another close friend of mine, Jumbo Donut. He does some streams, sometimes without commentary, so it's primarily if you want some good old gameplay. But I did some art for him. I don't know how much he uses them. I designed a little character for him, but I'm not sure if he uses it. I do the thumbnails for his Final Fantasy VII streams, which is his current ongoing thing. I think he's gonna do Resident Evil 2 once the remake comes out. That's all the shoutouts I got. So check those people out. I know I only have like 150 subscribers, but I don't care how little influence I have. If I have even a morsel of influence, I want you guys to check out my good buds, because they deserve it. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Until next time.